Gion is the most different from, I think, of anyone from their fight in the Keyblade Graveyard. She was a very in the battle only for a very short time, and she largely used
Now you'll see.
Oh, darn. Because those blue beams of hers take your health away. I was trying to go Rage Form there to get my health back, but because there's only a few things that'll do it. I messed that up big time. I used to have, I did this so much, especially without any of the easy codes that I got. I got to the point where I knew her opening by heart because I had to replay it so many times and had a good way to deal with it.
It's over. That all you got? Take this. Back at you. Back off. Back at you. Over here. Back at you. Take this.
That was a good opportunity I missed.
Back at you. Back off. Take this. Time to end this. Back off! Yeah! Go! Yeah! It's over! There! So long! Yeah! Take this! Got him! Back at you! Nice! Got him!
Oh, jeez. Elixirs are supposed to fix that unless they changed it.
Don't miss! Back at you! Get him! Back at you! It's over! I'm here! There! Don't miss!
Oh, that was an opening.
Got him! Back at you! Back at you! Take this! Go! Got him! There! It's over! Take this! Back at you! Don't miss! That all you got? Don't miss! I'm here. Don't miss! Got him! Heal! Yes! So long! I'm here. That all you got? Now you'll see. Back off! Back at you! Go! Got him! Back at you! Let it rain! Back at you! Got him! Back at you! Go! It's over! There! So long! Got him! Here we go!
This will be a bit slow, but it should safely finish her. Comes after me enough.
That all you got? Time to end this. This is how it's supposed to be.
Breakthrough. That's like an enhanced version of the Ori Halcom ring that I'm wearing. Okay, Master Xehanort actually, I think, isn't as hard for the most part. He's a little bit easier to cheese in some ways. We will find out if I remember correctly, if I even remember correctly how to beat him. Because again, even with, especially against these characters who can reduce your maximum HP.
Destiny is never left to chance. Judgment!
Back at you!
Keyblade! No escape!
Back at you!
Enlighten me! Shine! Taste!
Here we go! Yeah!
One!
Yeah! Go!
I think not!
Yeah!
Shine! Judgment! Give me power!
Got him!
Let's
Yeah! Back at you! There! It's over! Got him! Back at you!
Keyblade!
Yeah! Take this!
Give me power!
Got him! Back at you! Yeah! Back at you! Got him! Yeah! Go! Back at you! Yeah! Yeah! It's over! Yeah! Go! There! So long! Got him!
Enlighten me! Kingdom Hearts!
Oh, darn it. Because I was in, I forgot about that, because I was in this form. I couldn't shot lock to him, air step to him, but oh well, finally got him.
See ya.
Keyblade.
Okay, DM, so you know what that means. Come on, charge me more. Dive into this. knocked him out of bounds, unfortunately.
Back at ya. Yeah.
Give me power.
Back at ya. Got him. Back at ya. There. It's over.
Give me power.
And there we go.
This is not what was
Master Belt. Yeah, somewhere in, I would have found a Crystal Regalia Plus somewhere in, what you call it, would have helped in Scala ad Kylum. But oh well, managed it without it. Now it's just the toughest fight in all of Kingdom Hearts.
No sign of the boy.
What a bummer.
And now the other unused sprite, people data mining were able to find these unused sprites for
Fairy Godmother.
the Final Fantasy characters and Fairy Godmother here.
Oh, I hope I
They
didn't
wanted to
startle
use
you.
her for a few things too, but
Not
ended
at
up
all.
cutting her. But
What
they
brings
decided
you
not
here?
to let it go to waste and
Well,
bring it
dear,
in for the
I was
rebind.
asked to come by Merlin and Master Yen Sid. Now, where is... Oh, Riku. Yes, Riku is his name.
Here, I'm Riku.
Why, it's nice to meet you. Now, I'd like you to tell me about the dreams that you've been having, dear.
Huh? My dreams? There's one. It was dark, and I was surrounded by tall buildings. I was looking around for Sora when I felt someone watching me from way up
Obviously, the Yozora ending.
And?
high. And that's all I remember.
Ugh.
But what happens next?
Oh, I know.
Huh?
Why Riku's dream?
Oh, because Master Yen Sid was worried. You weren't having any luck finding Sora. And because Riku had been in Sora's dreams before, he thought perhaps Riku just may be the key. That's why he and Merlin asked me to come here and look into his dreams, since of course dreams are my specialty.
Wrong kind of dreams, though.
So Riku's dreams might hold the key?
Yes, dear. I'm sure there's something there that leads to Sora.
In my dreams?
And the other two.
Now we go into the secret episode immediately. We don't have to start it this way. But you only get one shot to win, and then if you don't, you get, I guess, quote-unquote bad ending. We will see if I'm able to manage it here. Okay. Now I think this champion belt is actually 0 percent. It's all regular defense. Master belt, yeah. 7 defense, but nothing against the other stats. I think I'd still rather have the 10% there. Rather disappointing that they consider that the ultimate. Cuisine. Okay. Freeze. Alrighty.
This place. At least I'm all here. Hey! Is anyone out there? Hello?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Who's that?
Where are you?
Over here!
I see you.
Hey. Aren't you?
Heterochromia, the term for that having
You
different colored
know me?
eyes. Japanese are
Yeah.
super fond of it.
You're
And
Yozora,
this is the
right?
first character in Kingdom
How do
Hearts
you
to
know
have
that?
it.
Who are you?
I'm
Some
Sora.
theories I've heard for it
And
is
actually,
that Zazora
There's
might be
something I
the
have to ask you.
like
Sora?
nobody of Noctis or something.
You're
That's part of the
Sora?
intent here because of the
Huh?
Final Fantasy
Do
13
you know
connection.
who I am?
Sure. I've heard of you.
If you're here, then this can't be the real world, can it? But wait, that girl. She told me
And so
about
here we
you.
know the nameless star
Maybe you
whispered
are real
Yozora's
after
name,
all.
which surprised Sora. It's the only clue we get to it, and it's kind of weird how it's
Are you
carefully
done?
just dropped there to reveal
No,
that.
this isn't the real world, and I am here. But this isn't what I really look like. How'd you recognize me as Yozora?
Huh?
Noctis and Yozora both
Why are
mean
you
night
using
sky,
Sora's
by the
name?
way.
Because
Noctis in Latin
I
and
am Sora.
Yozora is Japanese.
If you are who you say, and it was fate that brought
Looks
us
like
here,
he's got a Keyblade emblem on his arm, though, crossed
Then
Keyblades.
my path is
Could be
clear.
considered maybe a cutlass or something, but that really looks like crossed keys.
What?
Let's see if I even remember how to fight him. He is a tough fight by any stretch of the imagination. I would like to get it first try so I don't have to deal with the bad ending and everything, but we'll see if we
Wait,
manage it.
Wait!
I accidentally wandered into this place and went through some trials. Then, I was told to save Sora.
Huh? Then what's with the weapon?
Time to end this. There!
Oh, it took me down that easy.
How could...
Well, at least if I was going to lose this, I'd
Sorry, but I don't lose.
I lost immediately. And I guess it means we will get both endings in the record at least.
I will save you.
Very subtle differences between the two.
I've been...
It's like nighttime when Sora wins, as
I've
we
been
will
having
see
these
when I finally get
weird
the chance
thoughts
to.
lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
None of this makes sense to me.
Okay. I'm actually going to load up one of my other games to do it, though, where I'm level 99. I might as well, because now we've seen everything, and it's the same with any other. So we go to downloadable, secret episode, and now I can choose these. So 99 critical, just so I have more attack power and such. Put on power weights for maximum damage. Got high potions loaded, really? Draw rings still, don't need that. Master's necklaces. Here's the Crystal Regalia Plus. Actually, would like the other Crystal Regalia if I have it. No, for some reason I don't. That's odd. This must have been, I'd been so long I've forgotten how I went through this thing. Breakthrough, Crystal Plus, Master's Necklace. Guess I'll go with those. I was leveling it up probably, which is one of the reasons why I was doing that. Did I ever get a grand ribbon here? No, I only have any. I have a regular ribbon. Cosmic Belt Plus. Oh, it does offer some dark resistance. I don't know what damage Yozora does though. I guess I'll just do those. I only have one elixir and one mega elixir, so. Yeah, this is the one I took largely, probably to one thought. High Potion, Ether are my shortcut sets, and Thundaga. Might as well do Curaga. Surprised I didn't have that already. Ah, my one and only Tartufui. Oh well. They are maximum power at least, so I'd leveled up those. I'm surprised at the things I didn't get though. I have a defense boost. Abilities. Same stuff, but I don't want the aerial dodge. And yeah, I have ultimate AP on as well, which is one of the reasons why I never use those. Auto block, HP, MP regen, focus regen, form change, attraction pass, don't need, best combination, don't need that anymore. AP free up, I'm gonna leave on because it'll go faster with survival on. Let's go for it. So I guess I'll just go ahead and go with the power weights and hope that he doesn't kill me too many times before I kill him with my super awesome damage. Can skip the scene since we just saw it. Feels nice to skip the scene after all this.
Got this. You're done. Got this. There. There. Let's go. I don't think so. No chance.
Back at you. It's over.
What a pain. Here. It's over. Now. I messed up.
Well, with the survival and all those attack bonuses, that was way too easy, but I don't feel like playing around with him too much. This is it. This is the end.
I guess that my powers aren't needed
That's
yet.
the Journey Through Kingdom Hearts. So Remind is really special.
What do
It's
you
the first
mean?
one that's actually an expansion. It's similar, you could say, to degrees at least, of the
Never
final
mind.
mixes of the first two Kingdom Hearts. But those were generally, except for the first two in Japan only being released there, they were HD remasters as well as being upgraded versions. This, of course, is an expansion that came out only less than a year after the game itself came out. And you had to buy that to the expansion. And the fact that you didn't have to buy a brand new game to get the extra content, it's better. But it's hard to say. BizKit talked a lot about this being a officially.
Commander.
See, and now it looks like, if I remember right, it looks like it's more. No, it is still daylight, so I guess it does look nearly the same.
Impressive. Is it
That
not?
sounds like Luxord too. It kind of looks like him from the back of the head, as it's hard to see. So I don't know. Maybe he'll focus
I've
him there
been-
somewhere. But
I've been
Bizkit
having
had a
these
big review
weird
of it
thoughts
officially,
lately.
and including its
Like-
pricing and things for it.
Is any of this for real?
And in some
Or not.
ways, it is very neat.
None of this
Some of it is
makes sense
little
to
bit-
me.
too much, or really an oath to return. That's a nice little finale thing there. But no other ending stuff there, unlike all the rest of all the special episodes and stuff we've done. That's it. So whatever. I'm probably not going to use that data file anymore since it was where it was at. But so yeah, that's Remind, and there's definitely some things they were planning to do. We could see in some of the cutscenes that they added. Other things were a little bit superfluous, or were done because of demand. And again, this game is not the same game when it first came out. It was really fun, but there were a lot of flaws with it, things that were fixed in a couple of subsequent patches. A major one in the middle of the year that added critical mode and shored up a few things. And then they actually fixed quite a bit with the free outside of the Remind buying that just came in an updated game patch that gave like last charge and the improved the camera and the lock on so that you no longer had to be facing something to lock onto it, which was a huge deal to a lot of the veteran KH players, especially who are used to that. It was frustrating for me too, but I was too overwhelmed by the grandeur of your new combos, your new movement options and stuff that made the game feel so nice. And so in that extent, having the free add-ons there helped it. But Remind was kind of a steep price for DLC. All of us who were and had become Kingdom Hearts fans had to purchase it. But if you were buying it just for the extra joy, the chance to play some of the other characters, it probably wasn't worth it, especially since a bunch of the added story should have been in the original game to begin with. But the Data Org fights and the Yozora fights were extremely, extremely fun. Super difficult and really a challenge. I struggled quite a bit trying to get them done the first time, and without any easy codes or anything to help me along, and only on Proud mode. But they aren't total train wrecks. If you do practice enough, you can get them, and I was eventually able to beat all of them with that 99 Proud. And I don't know if I ever want to do it again without... well, for a bit, I was even getting good enough to do a bit of mini speedrunning with them. It took me about an hour when I was at my best before I kind of gave up that idea after seeing how they work in the regular speedruns. It just isn't worth it. But that's how fun they were, even for someone like me who isn't very good at these games. And you could see me bashing my face against the wall in those fights, and only having the extra save of HP regain plus second chance and withstand combo really kept me alive in any of them. And even sometimes it wasn't enough, as hard as those fights are. But they are really great. Overall, I've got it, and I'm glad I got it. I wouldn't undo it, but I do agree that probably considering that it was almost half a game, but on the other hand, they could have done a final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 3 and re-released the game, which they may eventually end up doing, but adding in other games to it, which kind of offset the price of those final mix games. So it's all a mixed bag. But it was a very fun journey through Kingdom Hearts. I'm glad to have completed it all now. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. It's been great. Now we're looking forward to Melody of Memories coming up next, and then future games. And I don't know if I'll be recording those in the future when they come. We will see. I'll have to discuss it with my primary audience, who I'll be living with at the time. But we'll see where that goes. Thanks for watching, and now time for me to resume my regularly scheduled stuff.